Good morning and welcome to our thought for today, and it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. So let us begin by just centering ourselves, by coming into our place of peace, into that special oasis of love where we live, and let's just be still. As we take a deep breath, we sense the presence of love, and in our out-breath, we release any tiredness or weariness from the previous night. And this morning, our theme, Serve God Where You Are. And the book I'm reading from is Jesus Now by Leslie Brandt. And he refers us to the New Testament Christian Bible to read a verse from St. Luke's Gospel, chapter 10, verse 2. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. The essential assignment of God's children is to love their fellow beings and to demonstrate that love and concern in their daily lives. Whereas some of you may be compelled to leave your family and homeland in order to carry out God's global purposes, most of you will find your arena of service on your own street or in your own neighborhood. The elderly lady next door, a sick child down the block, an oppressed minority community in your city, the victims of injustice, poverty, crime, and violence. These may well be the people you are here to serve, the situations in which you are to witness. It is not enough to proclaim God's message. You are to be His presence. He may not be able to touch those people except through you. Do not measure your success by the visible response or results that may or may not be the consequence of your ministry. You know well that Jesus' ministry among the people he physically related to in this world could hardly be statistically ascertained. Our Father, Mother God in heaven will keep accurate records. Their concern for you is not that you be successful, but that you be faithful. Keep the lines of communication open between you and God, and allow God, through their Spirit within you, to accomplish their purposes through you. As your feet run His errands, and your hands perform God's deeds of love among your fellow beings, may your tongue be ready to express the joy of God's life and word that is in you. This is your assignment as God's children and servants in your broken world. And you can read more of that from Luke's Gospel 10, verses 1 to 9. So let us just remind ourselves of the scripture verse that we read to you from Luke 10, verse 2. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into His harvest. So we come into the presence of God. And now, for a short guided meditation, let us just be still. Let us focus on our in-breaths. And let us be aware where we are right now. And as we sit comfortably, with our bare feet touching the sacred earth, we call on our Earth Mother to release the healing energies of God through the landscape up through our feet, balancing all our chakras, or those energy wheels in our body. And now we visualize a vortex of light coming from heaven down to our head, to our crown chakra in our head. We sense the glow, the warmth of God's selfless love. And we are totally still now, totally relaxed, totally at oneness within our mind, within our body, and within our spirit. And with each non-labored in-breath, we breathe in the very love of God, and we allow that love flow through each and every part of us and around our heart. And in our out-breath, we release any tension, any fear, sadness, disquiet, even worry, to the Lord Christ. And now we go with the rhythm of our own breathing and relax. And just visualize that you're doing a task at home where you live. It could be that you're stood by the sink, washing the pots after your evening meal. And as you're there, your mind is drifting on other things. You become aware of a draft behind you, as if someone is standing there. And curiosity gets the better of you. You turn around, and there is Jesus the Christ, smiling away at you. And he looks at you, and he asks you a very simple question. Do you love me? What do you reply to do you love me? And again he asks another question. Are you willing to surrender your heart to the divine heart? And Jesus waits for your response. Yes, I am willing. And again he asks another question. Are you willing to follow me? To take up your cross daily and follow me in this life of yours? And you say yes. And again he asks, are you willing to surrender your life to me for interspiritual unity and peace, where all God's children will come together in love and celebrate their love of the one true loving God? Are you willing to do this for me? You hesitate. And Jesus immediately reads your thoughts, because you're thinking, I've got to leave my home, my pet dog or cat, my family and my friends, and go off to some remote place where I know nobody. And he says, no, you can do it from here, from your monastery without walls. And you say yes. But then he reminds you, though many are called and many say yes, only the few stay. They stay. And he looks at you in love and he says, you said you're willing to follow me, that you're willing to surrender your heart to my heart. But are you willing to stay the course in the good times and in the sad times, in the blessed times and in the tough times? Are you? And he waits for your reply. And you say yes. So relax now and know that the Lord of the harvest, who calls each one of us each day at the beginning of a new day, he invites us to surrender our heart to love. And in our morning offering we say, Lord, I come before you and I ask you to show me how I can be of service to you today. And slowly but surely the Lord reveals what he would like of you this day. And we give thanks to God for this opportunity to be able to allow the Christ into our heart and into our life. And now we take a deep breath, we open our eyes, and we bid farewell to Jesus, the beloved. Thank you for joining me on this Valentine's Day, and I pray that you have a wonderful day with loved ones. But for now, take care, stay safe, and know that you are a beloved of God.